Welcome to the Universe Provides, where we answer life's greatest questions. Today, Helen Keller, is she real? Helen Keller, is she real?
No. She's
Thoughts?
fake. Well, if you're blind and deaf, right? And then she wrote stuff. So if you're blind, how could you ever know what a square was? And if you're deaf, how could you hear the word square? It doesn't add up.
There's no way that she was able to talk.
No.
Blind and deaf.
Actually, though.
How did she fly a plane? How did that happen?
Hey, it's autopilot.
No, but blind and deaf, yeah. How do you even talk? Because you couldn't learn words. And then if you're blind, you can't see words.
No, but with autopilot, this was back in what? When was she around? Like,
No one knows.
19?
Autopilot was someone else driving.
Yeah, but I don't even know if autopilot was a thing back then.
I don't think so.
It could have been.
No, not a chance.
No.
Well, no,
Just couldn't
either
work.
way, like you can't see or hear the words. You couldn't feel the word either because you can't you don't know what it is.
You could feel.
Like, there's-
she was
yeah.
blind and deaf.
Yeah,
That's the only way. But if you could feel, like if you felt a square, right, you wouldn't know it's a square because no one could tell you that's a square.
Alright, she was born in 1888 and died in 1968. There was no autopilot.
1888.
1968 when she
Horses
died.
weren't even invented then.
What?
Well, horses, and then there came cars, and then there came cars again, like the cars we have, the ones that drive themselves.
Yes, the great invention of horses.
Yes, it was. There was like a pig, and then farmers put it with a deer. Then boom, we got a horse.
No, I forget where I saw it, but I saw this one video of her like touching a water flowing from the fountain. It's like water. Like, how would she know that?
Yeah, you wouldn't. Well, because she can't hear it and she can't see it. All she could feel is like, for all she knows, someone could have been peeing on her hand. No, like really though, and she would not have known the difference unless she faked the whole thing.
She's just a normal person. She just
Yeah,
played it
no,
out like
because they couldn't back then. There's no way they could have proved that she couldn't see or couldn't hear, so she probably was just faking it.
Someone probably caught her like watching intently. Someone, oh crap!
that. She was just a mob leader. She just killed off anyone that heard her talk normal.
No, that doesn't. Wait, was she blind and deaf from birth though?
I
Because
I think it was from very early on.
Like, if it's before one, no way.
Yeah,
she'll
no,
know
there's
at all.
no way.
Yeah, at just 19 months old is when she lost
There's
her
no
sight.
way.
So
There's
that's
no way.
just over
When she lose her hearing though?
the birth, sight, and hearing at just 19 months old.
There's no way.
How did
There's a chance she knows
19
babble
months?
type of stuff. Like,
Well, how early do you talk though?
I talked when I was 4.
well, 'cause
You don't even talk then though, do you?
Well, you're able to kind of communicate.
Like just yeah,
Like,
but
like the
and then,
babbling.
yeah, but then once your hearing and sight goes out, you would never improve that because you couldn't. There'd be no way to know what anything is. Like you just
Or just again, and apparently in the 1800s, how could they tell she can't see or hear? Maybe
I know how they figured it out.
Maybe it's just a stupid kid,
yeah.
and they just thought she was blind and deaf, and she just went with it.
Yeah, but you probably got a bunch of benefits. You know, you could get into a lot of places being blind and deaf.
Yeah, you get college. for
You could
free.
get into secret meetings, but don't worry, she's blind and deaf. She can't hear. She's like, yeah, I can.
She's just an espionage spy, sleeper agent.
Well, no, she traveled to 35 countries. You're telling me she was not an informant for one of those? Come on.
Unless.
How would she even know she's left the United States? Come on.
Yeah, actually, because you couldn't tell her anything. You literally could not tell her, hey, you're in Russia.
Maybe just,
So this is what Russia smells like.
But oh, that's true. She could smell. Maybe she could smell words. Like she's over there. Abraham. That's what it is. I smelled it.
You could just like hit her for like whatever you need to do. Just go right, smack.
She'll learn that way.
Like that cat. Back, woman. Back, I say. Just smacks her. Or when she was 1, she time traveled, learned everything, came back at 19 months blind and something, but she was really old by then.
Not a chance. Not a chance.
How does that even make any sense?
Okay, you just talked about how there wasn't even autopilot then, and now you're talking about time travel.
No, she came from the future. Anyway, theory 2. She met a Sasquatch in the woods when she was 1, right? And then the Sasquatch was actually an alien because they have, there's like Sasquatch sightings and they combine with alien sightings and there's spikes at the same time. And then the aliens took her, taught her everything, and they gave her a sixth sense. And then they brought her back in 19 months. She was blind.
No. So what really had to have happened was this is like a monkey paw situation. Like her parents wanted her to, wished for her to be famous, great success, all of that, but it came at the cost of her hearing and seeing.
I'm just blind and deaf though. You wouldn't know. How would you know what cereal you're eating in the morning?
By the taste.
You just. Yeah, but she wouldn't know. Like Frosted Flakes, maybe she called them door handles.
It doesn't.
No,
she
no,
still
she-
know
no,
the
she didn't
difference
know
by
how
the
to say
taste.
words. No, yeah, she didn't know how to say it. It's just Frosted Flakes. It's just a different grunt.
She just like feels boxes. She's like, pour.
This one.
Eat.
This
Rat
box has a
poison.
tiger.
Yeah. How would she not have died?
There's probably like a servant there the whole time.
And if she actually flew an airplane, there's no way. Blind and deaf, there's no
they
way.
It's probably one of those like little kid things.
Yes.
No, they probably had the airplane already taken off on a straight path and gave her like just a fake steering wheel, took a picture of it.
No,
The smile she can't hear. Gosh, she's so annoying.
no, it definitely got to just be like one of those kiddie ones outside like Walmart and all that stuff.
Yeah, because there's Walmarts in 1800s.
There's just no way. If she did that though, she's like an alien.
It's fake.
I think
Helen Keller was fake.
Like if it was actually real, it had to be something else.
I think the closest idea is the Sasquatch and alien one. Maybe like they sold their soul or something, but
Ooh, sold their soul to a time traveler, which was abducted by an alien and then ran into a dragon.
Like you don't know how to write, and you can't even tell someone to write for her because she can't communicate with her, unless she just like 1 smack means A, 2 smacks means B, then
How does she know that?
26 smacks means Z.
Literally deaf and blind by 19 months. You don't even know the alphabet at that point.
Yeah, then how are you gonna write a book?
And you couldn't teach her the
Did
alphabet.
she
like
write the
sign
book or
language,
what?
you need to see for that.
okay.
No, she's
let me
like
just cut this
she's like I accidentally drew a letter. I'm an author.
No, did she write her own book, Evan?
She was an author. That's all I know.
She was.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all.
There's
Yeah,
no
there's
way.
no way.
Multiple books.
No
I
way.
believe.
There's no way.
The only thing I can think is it had to be like her caretaker doing stuff.
Or the
Just
char-
gave her
the-
credit. They
No.
felt bad.
No, the caretaker
It's
would
all
have had to
fictional.
write the book for her, but then she's not an author. Just like a plane pilot was probably like, I'll fly for her. She can say she was a pilot.
No, but you think mediocre author, right? If you claim that it was the blind and deaf person that wrote that book,
Oh, then everybody wants
you're gonna
it.
get a lot
Exactly.
more money that way.
That's true. So we're saying alien theories.
No. I'm thinking that we're on a something there. Because what if it was her caretaker made a fictional story about her adventures and stuff?
Well, and she would never know because she's blind and deaf.
I know, but
She could never know.
How would she
Yeah.
get the recognition?
how
She's
is she
blind
going-
and deaf.
Yeah.
How is she gonna refute any of it?
She's just gonna feel
Yeah,
the
like
book.
Joey said earlier.
She did this.
No, she's gonna feel the braille, not even know what it means. 'Cause
Exactly,
she's
she
never been
wouldn't.
taught braille.
It's just
Yeah,
not.
you can't teach her braille. She can't hear.
Yeah.
Blind and deaf at 19 months. How would you even eat? You could just feel like
By
this.
eating.
Yeah, but how?
And
Like how
then
many
she-
times?
her mouth is
But how
so
did she
shut.
didn't
Right
learn
on.
how
Yeah.
to eat yet?
But like, and then you would pick up things that aren't food.
I mean, you can
You don't have
teach
to.
a blind and deaf person to eat. I mean, just
Just-
shove it in their mouth and
Could
hope
you-
they don't choke.
How annoying it would be trying to teach them anything. They're blind and deaf. I'd be like, no, it's right there. Gosh, no, see, look, no. Oh my gosh, I think I'd just kill her.
So have we came to consensus that
She's
it's a
fake.
fictional book? About
Fictional
her?
character.
No, I think she was a real person, but I think it was her caretaker wrote all these adventures about her.
The Adventures of Helen Keller.
I don't know, if she was
It's
blind
just a
and deaf,
black screen with nothing
yeah.
playing.
If she was,
Just total silence.
yes. Just the life of Helen Keller. 2 hours of black screen, no music, no anything, just sits there, leaves. That was a great movie. I liked the part where the screen was black and it was quiet.
Based on true events.
Yeah. You'd be like, oh no, an hour in though, she flew that airplane. Remember that scene? Black, no, nothing, no sound. Yeah.
Well, no, like either way, like there's no way you're flying, and unless there's a video, I will not believe she flew a plane.
What if she wasn't even, like, really blind? Like, she might have just had, like, needed
She could have
glasses.
been like partially blind.
No,
That's
it's probably,
true, and they
It was
could-
probably just colorblind, where she is like, I see green as red, and they're like, oh,
No,
she's blind.
For
That's true,
colorblind
though.
people, like, they don't know any different.
But some people are classified as blind when they actually can still see some things. And then if you could see some things, then it would be possible.
Because back then,
Yeah.
partially blind could have easily been diagnosed as just
Blind.
completely blind.
Which then you could have definitely
It's probably
done
like,
something.
okay, but back then, how are they even diagnosing you as blind? They put some in front of you. Can you see this? Maybe she just needed glasses.
Yeah, she just
It was
needed
that
glasses
long?
and
No, it
hearing
was-
aids.
It was that long ago. There's no way they could like screen her eyes or whatever they do to see that she can't see. Like maybe she just needed glasses because they're doing a vision test and she couldn't see like the letter E on the wall.
No, they just throw a punch at her, see if she flinches.
Oh, yeah.
Are you really blind?
Well, yeah, like it's like the 1900s. That's like
That's
a
Again,
long time
horses weren't even invented. I told you.
yeah.
well, they're just when our
Best
credibility.
thing since sliced bread, horses.
Our credibility.
Yeah.
Credibility was gone when I suggested the whole alien theory. No, I did the
He's
horses
got a
first.
point there.
I did the horses first, though, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, horses were first.
Yeah, but that's the point.
But now, is it just everything's been exaggerated? Like,
That could also be, because as time goes on, everything gets more exaggerated.
like your
That's right.
kickoff return.
For a touchdown. It's a touchdown now. it was 70 yards a few months ago. Now it's a touchdown.
No, it
George,
actually
you
was like
got
2
the ball at midfield.
It was 1 yard.
No, he got kicked.
It
Hit
was
his
one
face mask.
It did. The kicker kicked the ball. It just smoked my face mask. I was like, boom! And then I was like, what in the world? I look down at the ball. The ball's right here. I look over at Dad on the sideline, and he's got that face like, don't you dare pick that ball up and run with it. I'll kill you. And I was like, I look back down at the ball. I look back over at him, you know. He still has that face. I go, I'm doing it. I picked the ball up, and I got to take one step, and then like 11 people just hit me at the same time. It was a 1 yard return, but right now I've exaggerated it. It's a touchdown now. Obviously, I took on all 11 of them, carried them all.
No, so either Helen Keller was made up by her caretaker, or she wasn't completely blind. She was just barely blind, or she just needed glasses because of their poor health care back
Well, that's
then.
true. The medical stuff back then.
Yeah, there's
would
no
be
way.
terrible.
There's no way you could tell someone's blind unless her eyes were just like straight clouds,
I'm saying that has to be it.
or it's just a fictional character that's been made. Like if you tell a lie so long, it becomes a truth. That's what it was.
That's true.
Yeah.
Helen
Well, I think
Keller's
there were
fake.
pictures of her, so I think she's a real person.
It could just be a picture of a random person that said it's
Fair
Helen
enough.
Keller.
Fair
She's
enough.
probably,
Same
she's
thing.
probably just nearsighted or something like that.
Yeah.
Nearsighted, slightly damaged hearing. That's
Yeah.
all.
She was just working out to too loud of music, and that's
Yeah,
what happened.
again, like how do they tell she's completely deaf? They do that ear test where you have to raise your hand if you hear something. She just missed one.
No, they just lean close, just
They
yell.
forgot to turn it on.
I want to know like what their blind and deaf test would have
Yeah.
been back then, because like 1888 or whatever you said.
I feel-
1880 was when she was born.
Yeah, no
Then
way.
she
Especially
would've
like
been-
a 19-year-old, like the parents are just like, she's not moving. We should test for vision and
She was
hearing."
19 months.
Yeah, 19
That's what I
months.
said.
You
So
said
not
19.
you said
19,
year.
yeah.
Anyway.
I was close.
That's a little different.
No,
Well-
either way, like a 19-month-old kid, and they're like,
There's no-
we should
yeah.
take her for that checkup.
If you're completely blind and completely deaf at 19 months, no, it's not happening.
But I feel like she's either
She
not
could've been-
completely
yeah,
blind and
if-
not completely
If
deaf,
you're not, then you could do things.
or it was the caretaker making up stuff.
The caretaker. I'll be a caretaker.
No in between.
Yeah.
Well, actually, yeah, the aliens.
I mean,
aliens still
I
could've
think
happened.
it was the alien time travelers. Maybe we are aliens. Maybe future aliens traveled back in time, and then now they're here. And they gave us the invention of the toaster. That's what I'm going with. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
So we came to consensus.
I think we did,
Yeah.
actually.
Helen Keller, was she real? It's
No.
possible. It's possible.
It's
The
possible.
consensus.
It's
The
possible.
consensus. Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. Well, no, she real person, and her achievements could have been possible if she was partially blind,
Just
partially deaf.
at least there was a lot of exaggeration on somewhere
Yeah.
throughout this.
A lot of possibilities.
lot.
But if you are completely blind and completely deaf at 19 months, there is no way.
Yeah, those are circle cards.
I think we all can agree that there is no way.
Donut.
What are you talking about? Ooh! Everybody, we have donut cards here.
Playing cards.
Yeah, playing cards that are shaped like donuts with holes in the middle. Hey, you're gonna break them.
Mess with the donuts.
Like there's a hole in the middle. Stabilize is not good.
Well, 19 minutes. That's a wrap.
Yeah, let's finish this off. Helen Keller, was she real?
Movie.
Maybe.
Maybe.